Piers Morgan admits that he went too far in criticism of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Piers Morgan has admitted he's taken things too far when criticizing Meghan Markle and Prince Harry in a new interview described as a major U-turn for the controversial broadcaster. The 55-year-old opened up about his apparent regret in an interview with the Sunday Times. Piers has regularly raged about Meghan and Harry, firing off insults including pathetic, ruthless, whining, ego-crazed, superwork celebrities, and asking, who the fuck do they think they are? But now he's apparently changing his tune. Have I taken things a bit too far? Probably, Piers told the Times. Do I think that will govern and temper how I talk about them going forward? Absolutely. It is probably not wise if you're a columnist to make things too personal. The outspoken Good Morning Britain host went on to suggest it is boredom that made him lash out so viciously at Meghan and Harry. It's times of relative peace, calm, quiet, and I say boredom that might occasionally bring out the worst in me, Piers said, having squabbles with people who are never going to change their mind in a million years about stuff that no longer seem remotely important. Meanwhile, the Duke of Sussex featured in a video published over the weekend to mark what would have been the opening of Invictus Games, which had been postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Piers Morgan clashed with a journalist in a fiery debate over racism against Meghan Markle. British broadcaster Piers Morgan has clashed with a journalist in a fiery debate over whether Meghan Markle was pushed out of the royal family due to her race after Hirsch wrote a column in the New York Times last week arguing Prince Harry and Meghan's decision to step down as senior royals wasn't surprising, as she believed Britain had a problem with racism. She said it was always going to be difficult for Meghan, a woman of African American heritage, to fit in. Speaking on Good Morning Britain, Hirsch said there were several radicalized narratives about Meghan, from her upbringing in areas of Los Angeles associated with gang violence to her exotic DNA. Morgan, however, hit back, saying the media wrote about her upbringing as it was interesting, just as it would have been if she was born in Mongolia. He said Meghan's DNA was exotic by royal standards, and it wasn't surprising the media was interested in a mixed-race women joining the royal family. I would argue Camilla Parker Bowles, Princess Diana and Fergie all got 10 times worse coverage in the media. Morgan said the media just recently left Prince Harry and Meghan Markle alone while they were on their 6-week Canada holiday. He asked whether Hirsch believed he was racist, to which she said, the narratives that you're perpetrating, yes, they are racist. Where have you been racist? I came on here to discuss debate, but you take the position on the side of racism, Morgan told her. She had to prove that, and Hirsch asked him for his opinion on British's legacy of colonization. I think a lot of it was deeply flawed, and a lot of it was good, like most people. Why am I racist? He said. Hirsch said, we inherited a very radicalized history. Either you are committed to trying to dismantle and change that history of racism, or you're part of it. The media has wholeheartedly thrown itself, not all the media, but sections of it, especially bits that you work for, Piers, wholeheartedly thrown itself behind continuing that project of demonizing people of color. The debate came as Prince Harry, William and Charles met with Queen Elizabeth to discuss the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's future and the royal family. A comment on Tuesday from the Queen confirmed the pair would step down as full-time royal members and split their time between the UK and Canada. There have long been concerns that Meghan's heritage may be fueling animosity towards her. Last year, her friend Jamila Jamil said the press disliked Meghan due to her skin colour. Dear England and English press, just say you hate her because she's black and him for marrying a black woman, and be done with it. God damn it, your bullying is so embarrassing and obvious. You've lost all your marbles. It's 2019. Grow up. Piers Morgan labels ex-friend Meghan Markle ruthless, says she's acting her way to the top. Piers Morgan has gone public with his bitter feelings about Meghan Markle, both on Good Morning Britain and with a furious account of their ex-friendship in a Daily Mail column. During his on-camera rant, Morgan spoke of his experience with the Duchess of Cambridge before she became royalty, which he summed up as not great. I knew her for about a year and a half, got on really well with her, Morgan said. Then bang, she met someone more important and I was immediately ghosted. I never heard from her again. The 53-year-old journalist claimed that everything changed after the former suit's star met Prince Harry, whom she married in May. Earl's slippery slope ladder had gone up and she would Social climbed way out of my orbit. And everything I have seen since, I'm afraid it slightly does smack of an actress, a Hollywood actress seizing a chance and acting her way to the top. In his Daily Mail column on the subject, Morgan labels Markle ruthless, claiming she ditched her first husband when her acting career took off and disowned her old, ailing father. Morgan also detailed his ex-friendship with the Duchess, which began via Twitter. Markle allegedly told him she was a big fan of his and they stayed in contact online. The controversial TV host said they eventually met up for a drink in London, where Markle met Harry later that same night. When someone more important and influential came along in the shape of Prince Harry, I was instantly dumped like a sack of spuds, he wrote. Morgan recently took aim at Ellen DeGeneres for being a hypocrite and told Jesse Nelson from pop group Little Mix to put some clothes on. He has a long history of publicly criticizing younger women, including Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian, and Emily Ratajkowski.